Hi everybody, Bob here with another version of What the Heck. This is episode 8. Today we're going to talk about Social Security. Specifically, disability. If you think the regular Social Security system is screwed up, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm going from pure experience here. I've been dealing with these people for 19 years. So I know something about this. Okay. I'm going to give you the exact situation we've been in. My wife, Mary, suffered from several brain tumors 19 years ago. They removed 4 of them with no problem. The 5th one did damage coming out. It actually killed her and they had to bring her back. She suffers from short-term memory loss. She has some severe balance problems. She has some vision problems. And she has a decent case of Bell's palsy as well. And she had a lot of radiation therapy, a lot of chemo. And when all this happened, the insurance company pulled pre-existing clause. Fortunately, the hospital actually sued the insurance company on our behalf, and they won. So they got paid. We made a deal with the hospital. As long as we testified on their behalf, they would never come after us for it. Which is good, because that was over $1 million worth. Yeah, my wife was in the hospital for several months. She actually was in a coma, undergoing surgery on our 1st anniversary. But we're going to go back to Social Security Disability. We originally filed for Social Security Disability, not too long after this all happened to her. About a month later, we got an appointment to go see a doctor. Okay, they're going to evaluate her. He just asked a couple of questions, took one look at her, said okay, thank you, and then we left, and we got a denial notice in the mail. Okay, we accepted it and went on our merry way. Hey, I was working, I had insurance. What the hell? Didn't really matter. So, about 2 years later, my wife gets into a traumatic brain injury program. And there's a social worker there. I can't for the life of me remember her name. I think Mary probably would remember it. But she asked us why Mary wasn't getting Social Security Disability. And we told her she was denied. She said, well, how many times did you appeal it? I said, appeal it? You can appeal them? I had no idea. So she put all the paperwork together. She had all the doctor's paperwork from the TBI program she was in. We pushed it through and we got her disability. Now, remember we got denied in our first attempt? Turns out that's standard operating procedure. They do that to eliminate the people who are doing it fraudulently. Unless you are in a coma, you will get denied. Plain and simple. Their first attempt will be denied. Always appeal. That's the one lesson we learned about this. Always appeal. Because if you win your appeal, however long it takes, you're still accumulating money. You see, your money accumulation starts the day you apply. So if it takes them 2 months to get to you, they owe you 2 months back checks. With us, it was 2.5 years. They had to send us 2.5 years worth of back checks. They sent it to us all in one check. It was like $10,000 at the time. No, it wasn't 10,000. It was like 8,000, I think, at the time. But we got about 2 years worth of back checks at once. That was quite nice. That bought me a car. But always appeal it. And if your first appeal doesn't go through for some reason, get a lawyer. The lawyer costs you nothing. Appeals lawyers for Social Security disability make a set amount. They are paid by the government, win or lose. They are, let me say that again. Social Security disability lawyers, win or lose, are paid for by the government. They are not paid for by you. Although they are your attorney, they are your advocate. They are paid by the government. And it's not as an employee of the government. It's the government pays their fee, win or lose. So they're obviously going to be on your side because they want you to win. That's why these people do it. And you see the advertisements on TV every once in a while. Oh, we went all the way up to Alaska to help this guy. Yeah, because you're billing the federal government. They get paid a fee. And it's different for every lawyer. They submit a bill to the federal government, and the federal government decides, oh, we're going to pay you this much, and they take it. But get after the first appeal, if you're still not getting it, get a lawyer. Now, you're going to be reevaluated every 3 years. What they do is they tell you you have to go to this doctor at this point in time if you want to keep getting your benefits. No matter what, you'll still keep getting them up until the day they say you're denied. But it's called a reevaluation, and usually it's just a formality. Once you get a number of years in, like we have, I believe after 12 years or 15 years, they don't even bother reevaluating you anymore. We should have had 2 reevaluations that we haven't had. So it might be 12 after 12 years. Because we should have had a reevaluation last year and we didn't. And then we should have had a reevaluation 4 years ago and we didn't. So I think they just give up after that. But that's Social Security disability in a nutshell. Remember these 2 rules. Always appeal, and after the first appeal, get a lawyer. And you'll do fine. To be totally honest though, on the first appeal, you'll probably get it. Unless you utterly do not deserve it in any way, you'll probably get it. Because that first denial is just to get rid of the frauds. That's all. My name's Bob. This has been What the Heck. And if you have opinions different than mine, agree with mine, whichever, please go ahead and comment. I'd love to see your comments. And you might just be the one to change my mind. And y'all have a great day now.